So it's been a little while since I've made a video and shared, but this topic that's coming through is based on some interactions lately with people that keep running into limiting beliefs, and those beliefs are anchored in seriously heavy emotions and feelings and sensations in the body and seem very real, very believable. I know what it's like to be completely overwhelmed by how I think and how I feel, and it seems like it's got the best of me and it's the truth, and nobody cares and no one loves me, no one's gonna love me, no one's accepting me and never will accept me, and I don't belong, and I'm alone, and like the whole drama that plays out in the human body mind system that can feel so real. I mean, it feels real. It doesn't feel like it's just like part of our experience. It feels like it's all of our experience. It feels like it's the absolute truth. And in those moments, no matter what anybody says, we're going to disregard it. It's going to be like, nope, nobody cares. Nobody loves me. You don't understand. We justify it. We defend it. We preserve this right to be right about all the misery and all the hopelessness and all the helplessness that we feel and that we have experienced in the past and that we believe we're going to keep experiencing in the future. And it's really, really just awful. And yet we do it. And I wanted to speak to that because sometimes it feels so impossible to escape. It's a feeling of impossibility. The good news is that we can start to move through those feelings compassionately, gently, validating what's there. We don't have to pretend it's not there. We don't have to try and get rid of it. We can be with what we're feeling. We can be with the resistance. We can be with the doubt. We can be with the despair. We can be with the story that's running through our mind that wants to assert that there's no possibility for anything. No one's going to love me. Nobody cares. Nobody's ever going to love me. Nobody will ever care, or whatever the drama is that's running. We can totally acknowledge all of that, and we really ought to. We can witness it. We can be witness to it. We can validate that that's going on. We don't have to deny that or dismiss that. In fact, I don't recommend that at all. And when we actually start to give it grace and just be like, yep, you're there, I get it, you feel that way, it looks like it's so real right now, feels like it's so real right now, I'm just going to have it right now the way it is, then we can begin to start to experience a kind of spacing and a little bit of a relief from the intensity of the emotion, the feeling, and the thought patterns. They're still there, and they can be there. And when we can really just give them the room to be there, not fully succumbing to them, but not resisting them either, just giving room. It's like, okay, this is what there is. This is what's going on. I've been here before. I've felt this before. I've thought this before. I'm now going to be conscious that this is what's going on. I don't necessarily have to give in to this all the way. I know that there's a part of me that really wants to and just succumb all to it. And I'm going to observe that too. And I'm going to let that be there. But I don't have to give all the way in. I'm going to witness this. Permit it to have space to be here in my body, my emotions, my mind. It's uncomfortable. And I'm going to let go of resisting this discomfort. I'm going to let go of resisting what is in my experience right now. I'm going to just have what I have and just have it the way it is. There's something so liberating when we start to do that, and that does create that spacing and that seeming like a little bit of like a distance from the intensity, and we can start to look into our body-mind space a little differently with more curiosity and like wonder, like what's going on that's driving all of this. What part of me really needs to be met right now with love and compassion? Obviously these parts. Is there something deeper? Is there something underneath all of this that's driving all of this, that's hurting still, that hasn't been met with love, that needs to be met with love? And then it's like getting interested in what the body is communicating. Like, what's there, body? What do you need from me? What can I give you that you haven't received yet? It's a process of being with oneself. It's not comfortable. This isn't easy. This is not like a get healed in an instant type thing, but it's about slowly but steadily shifting to a place of observation and allowance of what's happening, somewhat of an acceptance that it's there, giving up trying to get rid of it. Even that means having the part of you that wants to get rid of it at the same time, and understanding that there are parts of you that are going through states and feelings, and this is temporary. It's not total, and it's not eternal. Even though it's happened maybe a lot of times, it's played out a lot of times, it doesn't mean it's forever. So you can have it the way it is. You can start to be with it. That doesn't mean it's going to go away right away. And we can start to have peace about that when we practice this regularly. And observing and witnessing and allowing, it's ironic, I'm sitting here in my chair and I got the Buddha. I notice up there right now, and that Buddha, it's a great symbol for this. We learn to just sit and observe and just allow and be with whatever's going on in the mind, the emotions, and the whole body. Yeah. We welcome all of that. We feel into all of that. We bring love and compassion to all of that, which doesn't mean I'm trying to change it, get rid of it, fix it. I'm not dismissing it. I'm not medicating it. I'm not escaping it. I'm turning towards it. I'm sitting with it. Maybe I'm asking for someone to sit with me with it. Sometimes that's necessary. A lot of times that is for the heavier stuff. Not someone who's fixing it, trying to make you feel better, but just someone who's like, hey, what's there? Let's just be with this together. See, the being with it is the solution. Every time we're trying to get rid of it, we're resisting it. And that keeps us distant from the root, right? When we turn towards the pain and the discomfort, the limiting beliefs, the fear, and all the other emotions, the anger, maybe the sense of loss and pain, the hurt, whatever's there, the feelings and sensations of the body, the somatics, when we turn towards all of that with love and compassion, and that's usually a lot easier with somebody else who knows how to support that process, the body-mind starts to feel a sense of acceptance, and it starts to feel safe to just have what it's having, and it starts to train the brain, the nervous system, and the body. That safety can be present where there once was a sense of deep unsafety, right? Fear, not safeness, worry, hurt, loss, whatever. The emptiness, the lack can start to feel full. Something starting to fill that space. Only when we be with it fully will it know that. And that's how we get complete in the body-mind. That's how we get complete with our past, so that we can actually move forward and live towards a future that doesn't look like our past. We're not projecting our past into the future. Most of us do put our past into the future. The things we've suffered look like they're going to show up again in our future. We expect it. We believe it, consciously or unconsciously. But when we get complete with the past, now the future becomes a space of infinite possibility. And we can actually see beautiful things ahead of us and have full confidence that we get to have that. So yes, it's not an easy practice. If it were easy, everybody would already be doing it. But it's possible, and it's what's necessary. It's what we're called to, and we are all worth it. You're worth it. Whatever you've gone through needs you, and it just needs you to be with it. And to show it that you can be with it, that it's worthy. Whatever it's feeling, whatever it's thinking, whatever's going on inside, it's worthy of your love, it's worthy of your attention, and it's worthy of your presence. When you give it that, it'll relax. And when it relaxes, you are free. Love you. Love to see your comments about this. Whatever came up for you, please share with me. If you're interested in exploring the Invincible Coaching Academy and learning how to do this work practically for yourself and with other people, I'd be happy to share more about that with you. Just reach out. All right. Sending love and blessings.